Welcome back. Now, day 9, we're going to cover clarity and conviction, speaking for impact. You know, so many times I've seen a powerful speaker and I've just watched them and go, wow, how do they do that? Have you ever asked that question? How do they do that, right? Well, it's not magic. There's no sprinkle fairy dust. There's no potion lotion. There's no magic wand we have hidden somewhere. It really is a technique. Mindset first and then technique. So let me share a couple with you. They'll seem rather soft and not direct, but put together and applied, it's exactly how you speak for impact, okay? So you have to first understand from the very beginning, what do you want to achieve? You want to get clear on the results you want to create. Now, it's not the result you want to create as in, I want them to follow me. I want them to see my point. While that's a part of your agenda, you really have to get connected with what does a win look like for your listener? Actually, it's what does a win look like for your listener first? And then what does a win look like for me? Because when you serve, all of a sudden everything you need comes back to you if you orchestrate that correctly. So I want you to begin speaking with the end in mind. Like Stephen Covey says, begin with the end in mind. Imagine the most perfect outcome, whether you're speaking to one person, 2 people in a social setting, or whether you're speaking to a large group of 2,000 people. You've delivered your message. Imagine this, you've delivered your message with power, grace, and ease. How did the people feel afterwards? How were they feeling? Did you leave them feeling inspired? Did you leave them feeling a sense of, wow, my resiliency? Whenever you're developing something, begin with the end in mind. What do people get as a result of me opening my mouth? Whether you're opening your mouth via print, whether you're opening your mouth via video, whether you're opening your mouth live, whether you're opening your mouth via a blog, anytime you're delivering a message, you're opening your mouth, your heart, and your soul. How do you want people to feel at the end? Whether you're in a one-on-one over dinner, like when you're planning to have a conversation with your significant other, how do you want them to feel? How do you want them to act? What do you want them to do at the end of this conversation? If you're planning a conversation with your children, most of the times we don't think about that. We're just saying, listen, I need to, well, this is how I say it. Listen, I need to say something. Well, when you're into what you need to do, you've just taken 70, 80% of the power out of your message. But if you can go back and go, what do I want them to feel? Man, you come to it with such a servant leadership experience. Get really laser clear on these particular outcomes and then speak to create the outcome that you already know about. That's really, really powerful. And that goes back to speaking to inspire, not to impress. Speaking to inspire a particular feeling, speaking to inspire a particular action, speaking to inspire a particular awareness. So when you speak to inspire, that you've started out correctly, right? So ask yourself the question right now, do I speak to inspire? Or do I speak to be heard? Or do I speak to convince? Or do I speak to get my own way? Do I speak to be proven smart? I don't know. Just take inventory. And then how can you speak solely to inspire? The next point is your conviction is contagious. You can feel it in this video with me. You feel my passion. Like you gotta feel my passion for you because it's evident and it's real, and then it becomes contagious. So your conviction is contagious, your passion is contagious, your transparency is contagious. When you're transparent, all of a sudden people want to open up. They haven't said anything. I remember I walked into an event, I hadn't spoken yet. At the time I was 3 times the size that I am now. I've lost nearly 100 pounds. And I remember this woman walked up to me and I'd been really transparent about my weight and my struggle with weight for a long time. And this woman walked up to me out of the blue. I had no idea who she was, as if we had already been in a conversation. She goes, Lisa, I've been dealing with being fat too. Okay. Because she was already in a relationship with me. I had been transparent with her in some other medium, whether it be in my book or whether it be online, and she was in a relationship with me. So she just jumped in. And the other person that I heard talk about this was Oprah Winfrey. She said people would come up to her and say, I've been dealing with my weight for so many years. And she'd be like, okay, but they were in a relationship with her. You want the people around you to be in a relationship with you even when you're not around. Because all of a sudden the relationship has more cords, it has more power, it's sturdier, especially if you're engaging them as a consumer. God, that really goes a long, long way. So the question would be, are you willing to share that level? Are you willing to share that level of connection, passion, transparency, authenticity, conviction? Because when you share at that level, you create that level of connection. But you first have to go there. That increases the impact of your message. So let's review. When you want to increase the impact of your message, take a few minutes and get clear on what you call a win in this conversation. I practice conversations that mean the most to me. I run them through my head. I make sure I understand the win on the other side. And guess what? Even in a difficult conversation, we're going to go over this really juicy, delicious lesson in a couple of days that you're going to love about even taking challenging conversations and making them work. But even in a challenging conversation, you have to identify ahead of time to have the impact you want. What is a win for you? That doesn't mean you won, because it's not a battle. It's not competition. But what does a win look like for the listener first and then for you? What does that look like? And then 2, making your conviction contagious. Surrendering it, giving it to the listener, making your passion contagious, making your transparency contagious, being willing to infect the people that are listening to you with who you are. So now your self-work. Your self-work. Yes, I told you in this section, we're going to get in action. Welcome to the space called action. I want you to post a 2-minute video. Yes, I said video. Post a 2-minute video in the tribe displaying, yes, your demonstrable passion and or your demonstrable conviction or transparency about a topic or subject or belief. Anything, any topic that you want to choose, any subject you want, something you're passionate about. That helps since you're displaying passion. Something you're passionate about. And let me just say this. Passion doesn't have to be anger. I got to say that. Most people think that anger is the most universally accepted emotion that we get to put out there, men and women. So women get to show, love and men, you get to show intellect or anger. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. You get to show any passion you want. You get to show overwhelming joy. You get to show compassion. You get to show love. You get to show any form of emotion that you choose. And it doesn't change who you are. It doesn't take anything away from you. If you're an intellect, if you're a left brainer, if you're in IT, if you're a man, it doesn't take anything away from you. Matter of fact, it makes you more whole that you're able to access these areas in your feelings. Did I set you up pretty well? So please, provide me with your 2-minute video showing your passion and or your convictions. Let me feel it through you. Show your audience, show the tribe, show them what you're passionate about, show them what you have a conviction for. Then, once you've shot that and you uploaded it, I want you to respond to a minimal of 3 other posts of other people in our tribe sharing their passions. I want you to give them feedback. Real important that you do it this way. Okay, write this down. You want to give them 2 things that you liked or loved about their video. 2 things that you liked or loved. Oh my God, I love the way you did this. I really liked how you said this. And then you want to give them 1 area for improvement. 2 things that you liked or loved, 1 area for improvement. Okay? So I want you to post your 2-minute video on something you're passionate about, show us your passion, 2 minutes, and then I want you to respond to at least 3 other people in our tribe with 2 things that you liked or loved, 1 area for improvement. And then, of course, I want you to continue your mirror work. I'm going to be checking in on your mirror work real soon, so I'm setting you up by letting you know every day to keep doing it because we're going to do a project around it in the future. I'm your sister friend in prosperity and in possibility, and I believe in you. I'll see you tomorrow.